Hello, and welcome to the new playthrough of Back to the Future, the game for the PlayStation 4, you guys. I had you vote between what Telltale game that I should tackle on next for this channel, and it was between this game and The Walking Dead, and you guys have chosen Back to the Future, the game. Now, this game, I'm just going to leave it at that for now. This game, you are going to enjoy everything about it. First off, hello everyone that has joined in. Odysor, thank you for tuning in. For everyone else that's tuning in on the stream, I hope you enjoy the stream. I'm the Blue Hedgehog 2010. And last night we just completed Catherine, which makes it game 14 completed on stream. This will be our 15th game, and it's crazy exciting. Let's see how many more games I can complete this year. I imagine at the rate I'm going, it's probably going to be up in the 50s, I'd assume. But whatever. Back to the Future, the game is a game created by Telltale Games, and it actually has the original voice actors, except for Marty McFly. They actually had to find a good impersonator for Marty McFly, for Michael J. Fox, and I think that he does an amazing job on it. But yes, you have Christopher Lloyd, um, and all the other cast that that was in the movie, into the game for the most part. It's amazing. I think you're gonna enjoy it. Let's just jump right into it. Question of the day is: was there a video game based off of a movie that you enjoyed? Well, we're about to find my answer as soon as we got started with Back to the Future, the game. And yes, it looks like Dexter is finally awake and running on his wheel. So we'll see how long he'll last on that wheel. But anyway, so you got 5 episodes here. So this game is episodic. We have 5 episodes here. We got It's About Time, Get Tannen, Citizen Brown, Double Visions, and Out of Time. So we are going to be going through these in order. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense. So let's go on ahead and get started with It's About Time. Your wheel, buddy. Your wheel. Alright, let's see. Let's go to settings and make sure that everything is hunky-dory. Hint level, we want that at the minimum. Probably 1. Subtitles on. Pop-up text on. Goes pop-up off. Music, voice, effects, blah, blah, blah. Everything looks good. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and start a new game. It's about time. Before we begin, would you like to see notifications when Marty has a new go? Yeah, it's been a while for me, so yeah, let's show the goals, please.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m., and this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
There we go.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
There goes Einstein.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
I remember watching all Back to the Future films back when I was younger. And I know
Watch this, watch this.
for a fact that back in middle school, in my 6th or 7th grade year, my English teacher actually.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
In
The
English,
temporal
yeah.
displacement
Sorry,
occurred
I'm
at
trying to
exactly
remember which
1:20
ones.
a.m. and 0 seconds!
Hot Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
The car didn't show up.
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the
Alright.
toolbox.
So this is what the core gameplay is. It's a point-and-click adventure game. Let's go through the toolbox and find his notebook.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it.
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. Is mass equals I times Z,
That
and
sounds
H equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional to the 4th root of N, carry the 9, then...
Consequences could be catastrophic? Whoa. Deja vu. Doc?
Uh-oh.
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! Doc, no!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
And it turned out to be a dream. So what's cool about this game is
Marty?
that this
Is everything
game,
okay?
the story in this game is actually based off
Yeah, Mom, it was just
the
a
actual
nightmare.
series of Back to the
I
Future.
was in
This
the
is
past.
actually taking place
and
after
Doc was there.
the 3rd film.
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
There we go. That should be able to fix it, hopefully. So yes, it seems like Doc Brown stuff is being sold off. So we gotta see what the hell's going on.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than
Better
never.
late than never.
You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right
Now,
to.
son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things
Well, it
can't
can
get
always
any worse.
You got Biff Tannen over there.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Alrighty, so we can actually interact with half of these things here. We got the television. We can look at clocks.
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
Take a look at the television and see if it's still running.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
I miss
Oh,
Einstein.
Einstein.
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste and decor. I kind of like Doc.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Einstein. Dog feeder. Dog feeder. I want to be fed.
Hey, let me!
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Huh. So it's an automatic dog food server type thing. That's cool. So what else we got over here? That's a big amplifier, I'm not gonna lie. Let's speak with George.
Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me,
Hello,
son.
Kiddish Kitsune.
You?
How are you
Why?
doing tonight?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Doc's alive.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip.
Oh, booking
Let's say
flights.
you're right.
Where
Have you
going?
considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
I really... I forgot how obnoxious the hint system was on this game, so let me fix that just a little bit. Just a little bit. Off. Hint level off. Okay, we're fine.
Hey, Dad.
What's Biff doing here anyway?
What's Biff doing here?
Florida,
He
also
wasn't a friend of
Customs
Doc's.
Revenue. Let me go
It's a
ahead and
public
fix
sale,
that.
Marty. Everyone's allowed.
Apologies.
Even Biff.
Let me know how that is. I had a dream.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future. What did you dream?
Oh, just weird stuff about Doc.
Well, that's understandable, don't you think?
I guess, but I feel like it was telling me something.
You got Doc wrong.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
All right.
I'll keep looking around.
So there
Thanks,
was that
Dad.
obnoxious hint early. Yeah, see, there it is. Have you looked at Doc's model of Hill Valley? Let's go on ahead and take a... you know what? I want to speak with Biff first.
Hey, Biff.
Oh, hi, Marty.
So what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Well, I was as bummed as anybody to hear that the old nutcase had kicked it.
He's not.
But I'm not above picking through the remains. You know what they say. Don't look a gift horse in
That's
the
not
butt.
what they say at all, but keep trying.
Doc's not dead, you know. He's still around.
Oh, really? Do you see him around here?
I'm looking for something, in particular.
Yeah? Something valuable?
Never mind.
Alright, let's take a look at the frickin' square model before the game tells us any more
Doc
obnoxious
built this
hints.
model at downtown Hill Valley, way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
I saw it first.
Come on, I saw it first.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I picked it
Wow,
up
what a
first.
jerk.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, looky what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
Great, so now we gotta try and get the fricking... I don't need a hint. If you need help, press the triangle button for hints on demand.
Hey, Biff.
So, the notebook reminds me of Doc.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
Wow. I mean, it's worthless.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
True. I'll buy it from you.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Wow, what a jerk.
Never mind.
Oh, hey, what you do with my guitar, Dad? I want my guitar.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Cool. Well, I want to test the guitar out, so... Yes, to access the inventory, you have to press the square button, select said item, and then you have to press the press to interact with it. You have to make sure the item's in your hand. That's all I can really say. And that's what's really confusing about this game so far. But other than that, if you know the basic of this,
1, 2, 3.
you know, you can get through this game just fine.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Oh, here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Wow, that was sizzling hot. Like a melting
Okay,
ice
so that
cube.
was basically a hint. So Biff is allowed to do anything he wants, but his dad controls him. And we need to get that courthouse away from him somehow so we can get to the notebook. So what you need to do is we're going to speak with George one last
Hey,
time.
Dad.
And we can say, I can fight my own fights, Dad.
About Biff.
Wow, that's a
Dad,
glitch if I've ever seen
I know
one.
you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me.
Alright.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Alright, so what we want to do is mess around with the controls a little bit here.
Let's make some noise.
There we go. That's a big amplifier. It would really knock someone off their ass if it was on overdrive.
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead. Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Go for it, Biff. Drive the crowd wild.
Whoa!
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Cool. Now we got the notebook.
Doc, where are you?
Huh. Well, it's definitely the DeLorean. And it looks hot to the touch by the look of things.
Doc?
Oof. Oh, hi,
Einstein.
Einstein.
Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Alright, well, let's see what we can rummage through here that can help us out. Let's start with the tape recorder.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take
So
the
it
DeLorean
sounds
back,
to
or
me
forward, to whatever
Doc
it
is
is
in
I'm stuck
trouble.
in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed.
Uh-oh, it's glitching.
Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
I don't know, but there's a shoe here.
Hey, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm
So,
pretty sure
believe
this
it or
isn't your
not,
shoe.
the voice of Marty McFly is actually not by Michael J. Fox. It's actually a very good impersonator that does a very good Marty McFly impression. Because, you know, at this point in time, I think Michael J. Fox is still suffering from, I'm trying to remember what kind of disease he had. Yeah, no, I kid you not. Don't worry, I have a feeling that we'll be able to hear
What do you know
Michael
about
J.
this,
Fox's
Shoeiny?
voice sometime in this game.
Great Scott!
Considering
He's
it
onto
is
something.
Back to the Future after all. Parkinson's, yes, thank you. But you still have Christopher Lloyd, and you still have Some other voice
Okay,
actors that
now
might
we're
be
getting
recognizable here.
How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Well, it's a shoe. E. Strickland, huh?
Step away from the door.
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
I'm no hooligan.
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Who are you?
E. Strickland. You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man Strick? I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced from myself, slacker.
Well, Einstein brought me here.
State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well,
I've got something for you.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
what is it? Let me see.
Alrighty, so what we need to do is dig out the mysterious shoe and show it to Edna.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
That's a very old fucking shoe. I love how that person's just like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, I don't know.
Leave that creature outside!
Alright, Einstein, catch you later.
Sorry, Einstein.
But we got inside the apartment. So that's a good sign.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be
That was a
wanting
glitch
some
in the
sort of
game.
reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this
Oh!
city are
I'm gonna have to watch the
hooligans.
playback on
It's
that.
a
I forgot
fact.
how
Look it up.
glitchy this game can be at times.
Have a seat, Sonny.
Have a seat, where at?
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that
No,
tree!
I started streaming in a little while, Odie. How you
Yes.
doing? So, when did you lose your shoe?
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe.
Oh, okay.
Hi, what a nosy Nelly. No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned
Speakeasy
down.
burned down, huh?
a speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised.
How you doing,
young
Odie?
man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Illegal speakeasy. That sounds kind of cool.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
Sounds scary. So where was that speakeasy anyway?
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats.
Why do you call it disgusting? Just because they sell
video store
porn
building
over there?
must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
No, they look like they're drawn on. Like, you know, one of those little makeup eyebrows things. So what's with all these newspapers?
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
So, nice binoculars.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on
Held a guild meeting
lower
like 5 hours
things.
ago, and we've been chatting about
Is
it
that-
since. So, well, that's cool.
Tiff Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Huh. Well,
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing
so in
that
this game,
Kleenex
you
on
really
the
have to talk with
ground!
people to try to dig into how to get a certain item. In this case, we're trying to find a timeline where Doc Brown seems to be in trouble because the dashboard is messing up and glitching out. So it's a good thing that we happen to have found the shoe and brought to Edna here. And she says that she owns this entire archive of every issue of the Hill Valley newspaper. So there's got to be some answers in this pile somewhere, but she won't allow us to look through it. You can try how many times you want. It ain't going to happen. So what you need to do is you need to fool her into thinking that the tea is done. So we're going to mess with the radiator a bit.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
So we got her distracted, and she told us that her shoe was lost in the year that the speakeasy burned down, where the video rental store squats today.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Oh, there you go, Valley Video.
Rebuilt in
1932.
February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Far too old, huh?
Excuse me, Miss Strickland?
Could those newspapers help me?
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Alright, let me think. So we got the year. I wonder if that's going to be enough for us.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
And let's take a quick peek at the newspaper stack.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain.
Hello, Spirit
Legal procedure
Guardian.
gave
How are
way to
you doing? It's
old-fashioned
been a
vengeance
while.
last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley Police Station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931.
June
Jeez,
14th,
I gotta rescue him.
1931. Well, we... Oh, shit.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get
Oh, boy.
out!
Help!
I'm doing all right. Just playing
I'm
through some
being
Back to the
attacked
Future,
by
the game.
hooligans!
You guys voted between the two games of what Telltale game I should be going through next, and you guys voted for Back to the Future against... Yep, Carl Sagan was his name.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's a costume for a school play.
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck. Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
Okay,
I
take your
hope
time,
so.
Spirit.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Aw. That's a caring father right there.
You ready to go, Einstein?
Alright, so we got the dates. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Time circuits? On. Flux capacitor? Fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
There we go. Well, how you doing, Dexter? You're running your wheel some more? Of course you are. There we go. Now back in 1931. Where gangsters ruled the town of Hill Valley. Oh, I love the song too. It's such a classic. Well, I kind of just showed up in the middle of nowhere, did I? Between the act, oh my lord, I helped him escaped. See, the car of the future. I love that. It's so subtle. So subtle. See, the car of the future. It shows a DeLorean, a time car. Sure, it's a good idea to ditch a vehicle like that. Alright, well, you seem to know what you're doing, McFly.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Hello, Xeno Legends 91. How are you doing? right, kiddish. And yeah, it's been a while, but I do actually. I still have it unopened, and I'm planning on having a marathon of it. But I did pick up the trilogy pack of Back to the Future on, I think it's DVD. Now that I think about it.
Young man, excuse me,
Yeah,
young
no,
man.
it's DVD.
Who?
So I'm definitely
Me?
going to sit down and
You're
watch
the only man
through
in the
this
street,
again
and I'm
sometime.
looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally,
Oh,
you know about
okay.
the explosion that destroyed this illegal
Oh yeah, that's
gin
right.
establishment.
You just joined. You're Gak's
I read
friend,
about it,
aren't
yeah.
you?
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
I'm a supporter.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more
Let me
upstanding
go ahead
youths
and
like
give you a
yourself.
shout out
Do you
here.
have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets? No
Check
doubt
out
plotting
Xeno
to corrupt our
Legends if you
citizens with
haven't
another
yet.
den
He
of booze,
just-
sin, and debauchery.
He's new to the streaming stuff, so definitely check him out if you haven't gotten a chance yet. I think he's going through some Final Fantasy 15 at the moment. See, this is what happens when I don't pay attention to the game. No?
No, not really.
That's the spirit. Destroy them with indifference. If we refuse to patronize their establishments and glorify their wicked exploits, they'll soon be exposed for the pathetic wretches they are. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Alright, guys. I'm going to have you choose what name we're going to have throughout this adventure. Welcome back, Kiddish Kitsune. We got 3 names to choose from. What is going to be our name in this timeline? Is it going to be Sonny Crockett, Harry Callahan, or Michael Corleone? I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly. Anyway, 1 for Sonny Crockett, 2 for Harry Callahan, or 3 for Michael Corleone. I don't know any of them either, Odie. I'm going to go ahead and place that right there. Okay, we got 1 for Sonny Crockett so far, 2 for Sonny Crockett. Alright, so it's been a minute, and you guys want Sonny Crockett, so we're going to go with Sonny Crockett. Let me go ahead and close the poll down. Boom. And there we go. We're going with Sonny Crockett.
Sonny Crockett.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Crockett. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm
Edna
familiar
Strickland.
with
So
your
this
work.
young lady
You read
happens
my
to be
column?
Edna
How
Strickland
sweet.
back in the day.
I know it's just an etiquette
She
column,
didn't mention
but I
that she was
believe it'll
quite
lead
a
to bigger and
journalist
better-
back in
Oh!
her prime.
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Well, last we checked, this must be the speakeasy that burned down.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Oh, we can run in this game, thank Christ. Well, last we checked on newspaper, he landed himself in prison, so I guess that would be our next stop is at the prison station.
Doc.
Marty,
Well, hi,
Doc.
buddy.
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
I wish I
Very
found
funny,
that
Doc.
hilarious.
Now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right. But what?
Let's alert the authorities?
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane
Probably
asylum.
not. Let's make a stand?
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a puffy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed.
Let's talk to the gangsters.
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
And yeah,
I
this
think the
may
criminals
seem
of this
like a
era are
very
going to be
strange
very
style for Back to
receptive
the
a
Future,
complete
but
stranger telling them
let's
that
be
their
real
secret
here. When
assassination
were
plan
they
is
going to
misguided.
get around
Do
to
you?
making a fourth movie of Back to the Future? Maybe it's something they didn't ask for, but maybe Telltale Games just wanted to take a crack of, making a game that will draw in people that know the franchise. Back to the Future was their biggest step. Now, they also went on ahead to make games such as Jurassic Park and Tales of Monkey Island, and then, of course, The Walking Dead, and so on and so forth. And welcome back, Spirit.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the
I
end
never
of the
played
universe
Monkey
as
Island,
we
but
know
I
it.
do have Monkey Island on the PlayStation 3. Maybe I should get around to playing that. I guess I could break you out of jail.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent
Yeah, I haven't played
application for
Jurassic
a
Park
rocket-powered
either.
drill. I abandoned the project.
I've seen a little bit of it, and it never really
prototype
interested
should be
me.
nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me.
Oh,
1931
great.
me.
So we got,
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931
So we
self
gotta
to build
speak
a
to young
rocket-powered
Doc
drill to
Emmett
break you out
Brown.
of jail?
Precisely.
What about the space-time continuum thing?
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
That's interesting. So kind of like this game in a sense, because I remember in the later episodes that we get a whole lot of extra lines of dialogue. So how am I supposed to get you to build a rocket drill?
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive
Thanks.
system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be
Or
unstoppable.
so we hope. Or so we hope. Now, by any time, if you ever get stuck in this game, there is a obnoxious hint system. If you press the triangle button, you'll get a hint. It's like, where did Doc say Marty could find a phone? It was like, okay, well, you know, I don't remember. I'm 30 years old. I forget things easily. I'm a piece of shit gamer. Give me another hint. There's a phone in the soup kitchen. Ah, okay. I guess I'll go to the soup kitchen. Well, this place looks as dead as my ex-girlfriend's heart. Don't look at me like that. I know what I said.
McFly!
Biff? Kid! Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at,
You
punk?
look good in that suit.
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
It's nice
No,
and
what?
purpley.
Well, what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Well, there is a telephone here. Descriptions.
Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Heavy.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Okay, well, we got our answer. So let's get the hell out of here. Oh, and trust me, we'll be coming back to the soup kitchen quite often. Quite often. But for now, let's stop on by to the courthouse. Oh man, I do not miss the controls on these games. What's up, Einstein? Bye, Einstein. Oh, hey.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm, Sonny Crockett.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Let's go on ahead and speak with Emmett here. Let's try and make friends with him.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
So, what are you doing?
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Okay, so when will you be finished?
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about quitting early?
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you
Hello,
one up here?
8-Bit Owl.
soda.
How are
What do
you
you say?
doing?
Don't try to tempt me from my
Thank you for
duty with
tuning
sugary
in.
beverages. Keeping the wheels of
See, are you
justice
streaming
turning.
yourself?
That's
I'm gonna give
my
you a
one
shout out
passion in
anyway.
life. Besides, if I
8-Bit
left before 8,
Owl
my pop would
is
kill me.
one of the Owl Scouts members. I actually found myself into the Owl Scout community thanks to I think it was like either the Imaginatious Gaming Guild or Duty Beard. I know I joined the Discord of Duty Beard, and that's how I bumped into the Owl Scouts. But yeah, so part of the Owl Scouts, and gladly part of the Owl Scouts. How are you doing tonight? You sound a little scared.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret
sure?
to hide.
You really sure about that?
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
That's so.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Well, don't worry, I'm a scientist too.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought
Oh,
you out.
really? Have you played this game
Not
before?
that I
Or
care,
are you new
Elise,
to
because
it?
science is the furthest
Because I've
thing from
because
my own
I've
area
checked
of
out
interest,
this game
which
when I
is
started
law,
picking it
but
up on the
I don't
PlayStation
believe
3.
you.
Then I played it on the PC,
It's
and then
true.
of course
I'm
I
a
picked up
scientist.
the 30th
So tell
anniversary
me
pack
something,
on the
Mr.
PlayStation 4,
Scientist, from your vast
which is the
storehouse
system
of
I'm playing it on.
scientific
Is
knowledge.
PlayStation 4.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Amazing. Come on, won't you tell me about your rocket drill?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Alright, looks like I'm having trouble. Let's go on ahead and head back to the prison and speak with the older version of Emmett Brown. Still haven't gotten far. I was a little distracted by other stuff. So yeah, that happens. That happens.
Psst, Doc.
Morty, have you found my younger self yet?
Yeah, I met your younger self.
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
Well, he's not a scientist, first off.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Oh, Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific
By the way, say
predilections.
hi to Dexter.
So I carefully kept them under
he's the
wraps,
one that's in
practicing
pet
science
camp
at odd hours,
underneath
away
the
from his
gameplay
prying eyes.
Video.
That sucks.
Go,
It sucks
Dexter,
a lot.
go. Keep running on your
Fortunately, I
wheel.
eventually stood up to him. But right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
So how can I get your younger self to trust me?
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So, I seem to have noticed that he mutters a lot.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why will I be muttering? I never mutter unless... the Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Okay, so why is the expo making you mutter then?
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something when the inverse is something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger
That
self's
is a
problem,
hint.
he'd be more inclined to listen
That
to
is a hint.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
You got jokes. I like that. Get it? Because he'll be dead. That jokester, Doc Brown, let me tell you. Alright, so what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is first we gotta work out the horrible, horrible controls in this game. And then we can actually, see. Oh, there he is. So let's bring out our tape recorder and use it on Emmett Brown.
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Don't question the tape recorder. Just, let flow. Alright, so now that we got that, we can actually head back to the police station and show the recording to Doc Brown. Yeah. And progress with story and science and stuff. How's your guys' evening tonight? It's going good.
Psst, Doc.
Morty, how goes the escape plan?
Record your muttering.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief. Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
He'll be fine. Okay, so where have you been?
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
Okay, so how is the family?
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Okay, so where did the DeLorean come from?
Where did the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during
Makes
the trip
sense
to
to me.
2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
is for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as
Some
the original.
bitches.
Plus some
Wow.
little bells and whistles I've added over
What
the
a
years,
gal.
of course.
What a gal. So what are you doing in 1931?
So, what were you doing in 1931 anyway?
Oh, nothing terribly exciting. Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
The usual? You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
Okay, so what are you doing in jail?
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the Speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safe.
Oh yeah, how was
across the
Detective
street.
Pikachu?
But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
So I saw my grandpa.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kid Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
So I found your notebook.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell him.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Alright, so as much as I'd like to sit you down and have you listen to all the dialogue in this tree that this game has to offer, I'm really only going to be here to sit through a dialogue of what's actually important to the plot. So, with that being
Hang
said,
in there, Doc.
we got what we
Not
came
the best
here.
choice of words, Marty.
Let's go on ahead and speak with Emmett Brown again and tell him the answer to the solution. Tell him the solution to the question that needs to be answered.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime,
Is
Mr.
it?
Crockett.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A.
Oh
That's
my
it. That's
lord,
the
Eight
solution
the
to
Owl
Ivan's
is now
conundrum, the problem I've
following?
been wrestling with
Thank
in
you
my
for the
head
follow.
all
I don't
week.
know if I even have you
I'm
followed
sure
yet.
you would have
Let me
figured it out by
double
yourself
check
in a
on
day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
I have not. Well, that's going to change. I'm following right back at you, buddy. Thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. I read a lot of Jules Verne.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
I need your rocket drill.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Need it tonight, buddy.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. If it'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
Let's go talk to him.
Why not?
Yeah,
Kid
let's
Candy
just
can tell us where
mosey
Arthur's
on
hiding.
over
Yeah,
and
well, he can
speak
also have a
with
fitted
the
for a Chicago overcoat.
obviously disgruntled gangster. That sounds like a great idea. Alrighty. So we got a couple of options. So we got to deliver a subpoena to Arthur McFly. Question is, we don't know where he is. So where he could possibly be, I don't know. Oh, hey, there's Edna. Let's speak with her.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crockett. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Hot news scoop, huh? So, what's the scoop?
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions, not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
So you make soup deliveries.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley
So they
Orphanage,
come in
the
barrels.
St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted
That's
Children,
odd.
Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
So, you know what? You seem busy. I can help deliver soup.
Yeah, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The,
The
Mario Brothers.
Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get over eager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Okay. That's what you need. So what's the Stay Sober Society?
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
Uh-huh. I know where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
At the Brown Residence.
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
Alrighty. And I know a charity that needs a soup delivery.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
The Stay Sober Society?
The Stay Sober Society.
Bless you for thinking of them. But that meeting isn't scheduled to start for a little while, and we wouldn't want them eating cold soup.
Alrighty, let's skip out.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
What's up, Emmett? So, what do we know about Kid Tannen?
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right.
So why Rocket Girl anyway?
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured.
So have you read The Time Machine yet?
Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
Cool. So why is your rocket fuel made out of alcohol?
This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on a fuel that, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You, of all people, should know that.
Fair enough.
We'll get that subpoena delivered, or my name isn't...
Sonny Crockett!
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's walk up to Kid Tannen here. I'm sure he wouldn't mind,
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I guess I'm here to shine your shoes. So... I'm looking for Arthur McFly.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Okay, so do you know where he is?
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget, huh? Do you know when I might find him?
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Isn't that Artie's hat?
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Can I have some of those peanuts?
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
What the hell is that?
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Ha!
Hey!
What'd you do?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Oh boy. Nice.
Emmett!
Well, we do have a good dog that has a good nose, so we might want to use
makes
the
a monkey
hat
out of
on
Kid Tannen.
Einstein. They'll give us a good...
Hey!
He stepped in poop.
Al! Fix me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Cool, so we got the hat. So now that we have the hat that actually belonged to Arthur, we can actually go on ahead and give the hat over to Einstein. Give us a good indication where he's located.
Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
Cool. Oh, another glitch I see.
Huh, deja vu.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know!
It does seem glitchy, and I don't know if it's because of the hot pog or not. I have your hat.
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena. I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
Going ahead and, yeah, there we go. That's how we get rid of the inventory. Let's speak with him.
Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
I've got something for you.
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
Ha! I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry.
So that's a
Some
hint.
other time.
That is a hint. And we do have a tape recorder, so, no. Let's go ahead and exit to Town Square. Maybe we can somehow get a voice recording from Kid Tannen. Let's say hi to Kid again, since it worked out so well last time. Let's rile him up.
Well, well, look who's back. They say rats always return to the scene of the
Well,
sinking
not
ship.
really.
Get him, Matches.
Really? Your name is Matches? Alright, so this is a part where we need to take out the tape recorder and record what he's gonna say.
From there, you son of a bitch! What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now! Don't make me angry, Smucko! Get down here and face
I
the
don't think
music!
they're in a talkative
No,
mood
but
right
we
now.
can sick Einstein
You
on
can't
him.
get away that easy.
Einstein, help!
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy mutt!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey, where'd he go?
That's one way to get some recording.
Let him get away, idiot!
Very cool, very cool. Let's not do that again. So now that we have a tape recording of Kid Tannen, we can actually trick Arthur McFly to come on down. Since that's the only way we can get Arthur McFly down. Fresh bread. Anyway, ring the doorbell.
What now?
And let's go ahead and use the tape recorder and play it on Arthur.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss.
Cool.
Where's Kid?
Well, first off, you got a subpoena, sir.
Arthur McFly,
Yeah?
got something for you.
Thanks.
That's
A
another
subpoena?
glitch.
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid
It just
of
kind
Mr.
of flew in his
McFly.
hand.
Once you've
What
been
the fuck's
served,
going
it's your
on with
duty
this
to
game
report to the
anymore?
court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh.
I don't remember the game being this glitchy. I really do not.
Oh, I hate doing stuff like that. But I won't have to much longer.
No?
Once we get that 190 proof alcohol and build my rocket drill, my future will be set and I'll be able to quit this crummy job.
Oh, right.
October 21st, 2015. That's a reference. I like that reference a lot. You, sir, have good taste. I love that reference so much. Thanks for the host, by the way. Even if... Oh my goodness. That's fucking cool. October 21st, 2015 was a date that was used in Back to the Future, the movie. Speaking of, I should probably... There we go. I mean, I love Back to the Future too. I love that. I love that. That's a good name.
We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep
Alrighty,
cogitating.
so I guess we can go back to the soup kitchen and see what's up. How you doing tonight, by the way? Reserved for charity, huh?
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I don't wish that.
I can see why you
I
want
don't
to
wish
keep
that at
this
all.
a secret.
I'm actually perfectly fine where I'm at. Alright, so there is something that we can do here. Oh, nice. A secret elevator. And he brings in more barrels of stuff. Very cool, very cool. Alrighty. Let's speak with Emmett here.
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second.
Any ideas where I can find some alcohol?
Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
Oh, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right. Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right. That might explain the elevator. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Alright, so let's speak with Cue Ball here and see what we got. Hey, Cue Ball.
Excuse me.
Yeah, actually. Why is the soup in the barrel?
Why is the soup in a barrel?
'Cause it's hard to ladle off the floor?
You know what? I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what answer I was expecting. So this used to be a soup kitchen?
So this place used to be a soup kitchen.
What do you mean used to be? Despite recent changes in ownership, this joint is still available for the purposes of distributing food to the needy and the not-so-well-to-do. And no other purposes whatsoever.
Right. Mind if I look around a bit?
No.
What about those barrels?
What about them?
What kind of soup is that?
How are you doing, Stoneheart? Thank you for the
What's special
follow.
about it?
How are you doing tonight?
It's made for grown-ups, kid.
A soup for grown-ups?
That's right, kid. Be nosy. See where it gets you.
Aha. Well, I got the information, so now what, Emmett?
Emmett?
Yes?
I think I figured out which barrels have the hooch.
Alright, I think I figured out which barrels have the hooch.
Then what are you waiting for?
He's not just gonna give me a barrel.
Of course. Well, you seem to have a way with people, so I'll leave it up to you to trick that lummox into giving up his moonshine.
Oh, yeah?
We'll score that hooch somehow.
How is your dog?
I'll
What kind
keep
of dog is
cogitating.
it? I'm a sucker for dogs. I love dogs.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Let's speak with Emmett again.
Emmett.
Yes?
I can't get into the kitchen.
Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
Alright, so let's step away for a minute. Eureka. Cool. So once we got that, well, he propped the door open with something.
I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out.
Cool. So now we can actually get those barrels somehow down to reserved for charity.
What is it, kid?
Could I have some soup?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
We were
Ooh,
soup
German
kitchen.
Shepherd
What do you
chocolate
think?
lab mix. Yeah, I am a sucker for dogs. I can't help that every time I see a dog, especially when I'm at work, I just want to pet them. I just want to pet all the dogs in the world, except for very feral dogs. I heard those dogs. Can be
What
quite
kind of soup is
dangerous.
this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried...
Parsley.
Parsley? It might help to, complement the mellow flavor of the cabbage.
Compliment the mellow... What are you talking about?
Trust me.
You might be on to something, kid. Let me see what I got.
Alright, cool. Alright, so while he's distracted and stirring the soup, we can go on ahead and quickly use the tape recorder to bang on the pipe.
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe not.
Really? I could have sworn that's the answer. Yeah. Maybe I can't get to the soup yet. I say soup, when I really know what's in those barrels. So let's speak with... I think there's only one other person we can speak with, and that's Edna.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crockett. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Well, I know a charity that needs a soup delivery.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
How about the rest home?
The rest home.
Those dear old-timers. Soup is one of the few pleasures they have left. All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
Alrighty, so now let's get back to the soup kitchen. Going back in time like this would mess up history so bad. Yeah, no, it definitely would. Not gonna lie, it definitely would. I didn't do anything. Don't look at me. Alright, so now we gotta speak with Cue Ball. Can I suggest you add something else to your soup?
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried...
Paprika?
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 I just think it could use a little color.
Color?
Welcome back, Kiddish Kitsune. Prohibition of alcohol? Yes. Let's knock on the pipe. No, you're fine, Kiddish Kitsune. And hey, look at that. We got the barrels reserved for charity.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
Cool, so she's got a barrel of hooch now.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
Quote, unquote, soup. Yep, we got some soup. LOL. Now, let's speak with Emmett here. Actually, let's speak with Edna.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crockett. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
Okay, well, I know it's a charity that needs a soup delivery.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from
yes,
the
the Stay
Cycle?
Sober Society.
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown Estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Sonny! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
Well, they're sober.
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, Okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day.
I never
This
understood
meeting is sure to be
what
too
in
noisy
that
for him.
Games they say it out loud and not in their head. Yeah. Well, they'll be quiet.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine
You
very
play your
softly.
tambourine very
hear
softly.
that?
Yes, but
But what?
it's still impossible.
Okay, then forget the whole thing.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't.
No, I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait. You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
All right, well, let's head to the lab.
Doc.
I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Very cool, very cool.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
Another reason to not like her.
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
No, hot. Extremely hot. The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Is there gonna be a test on this?
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
Emmett?
Coming, Father! Father!
Don't
All right,
you
so
bother me,
here's
child.
the point in all this.
Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not
So
mine.
you have to follow the hints on what Emmett Brown says.
You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under.
So if he says pressure, release the pressure. If he says burning, tend to the burner. Pretty simple stuff, really.
I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
Keep going at this and you'll be fine.
Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Do this a few more times and you'll be fine.
You're going to find out.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
Feed the ducks.
I hope someday you have children and you will
Stop being such a
Where's
crank.
Crank? Crank. Crank.
Aw, what use has a microorganism?
Microorganism, feed.
Know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer.
Fire.
You're going to find out when you get older.
Pressuring me to be something
Pressure.
I'm not. Ah,
Awesome.
halfway there.
Has no questions for Emmett.
Keep up the good work. The tall room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building.
Wow, that's a great joke. I love that.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Father, why don't you ever listen to me? There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself?
Von Brauns have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
Don't listen to his father. Only listen to him.
You have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings?
Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop.
Uh-oh. Messed up. All right, take your time.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me.
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel.
You keep bellowing like that.
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
Pressure? You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure.
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
What will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters?
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father.
Electricity.
Mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
Almost there.
Good, good, good.
Emmett!
Final round.
Coming, Father! Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. What use is a microorganism for law? Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top, pressuring me to be something I'm not. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms?
Jesus.
I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to
Okay,
boil over.
cool.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... No! Oh.
What?
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I
can take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Sonny, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
A month to 6 weeks.
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you. But I didn't want to. It was the only way
Hello,
I knew you to
Andrew
trust me.
Ontario. How are you
See,
doing
there's
tonight?
somebody who's in big trouble. Someone
your
very
name,
important
actually?
to,
How
me,
are
to
you
both
doing
of us.
tonight?
I can't tell you
Actually,
who, but
we're
I need to
actually
save him
about
tonight. And I
ready
need
to
your
wrap
adventure
things up
to do
in
it.
episode 1 of this game, actually.
I'll get it back to you. I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Oh, man.
wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Alright, so we got the gas-powered rocket drill. Time to break... Time to break Doc Brown out.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Cool, it blew up. Fantastic.
Sonny! You're too late!
Too late? But Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for
Safekeeping.
safekeeping. Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
How are you not drunk still? And it fucking glitched again.
Paddywagon
I don't know where
intercepted.
these glitches are
Suspect
coming
slain.
from in
And
this
they're still
game.
after him.
But you know what? We got a game to
How am I
wrap
gonna
up
rescue him
here.
now?
So let's go on ahead and grab these jet drill rocket part
At least
thing
the rocket part
and
came
attach
out of
it to
this
the
one
bicycle
piece.
to catch up. Because this seems safe, right? Do you like my host? Because I always host someone with... I actually like that a lot. Thank you. That actually made my night. As soon as I saw that date, it was like, that seems
All right, I'm
familiar.
coming, Doc.
Hey, I know why. Because we're playing Back to the Future. Are you a streamer by chance? Man, 17 cents a gallon? Damn, that is some cheap gas. Oh boy.
Marty!
You're still in danger, Doc. I've got to get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
Let's go left. Up. Looks like I can't go left. Not what I meant to do. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right
Not like you have a choice in the matter, but hey, look at that. Toolbox. Got what we need, and let's take a peek through the window and see what we're doing here. Oh, hey, it's Kid Tannen.
What's he doing here?
Well, keys. Keys. Well, I have a feeling we're going to need this antenna. Just call it a hunch.
Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Kid Tannen! That explains a lot.
I'll be back.
Get the hell out of here. And let's go on ahead and use this tire iron to get this tire out of the way. Oh, we got a hubcap now.
Keys. How do I get him?
How do I get them? I wonder, should we use the antenna? I need distraction.
Keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach him.
Sort of
You need a protraction appurtenance.
What?
A reach
Oh,
extender.
really? Yeah, that's definitely going to be a highlight. Let me tell you. Well, 17 cents could be like $2.60 nowadays. That's true.
I need a distraction.
Leave it to me. Hey, driver. You drive. driving too fast. Watch how you take those curves. What are you trying to do? Kill me?
Not quicken?
I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me.
You!
Phew. Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources.
Sources. All right, well, we got the keys, so let's go on ahead and let's break them out of here.
Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Ah!
Oh, wonderful. Well, we got this nice little hubcap. Let's go on ahead and aim it at Kid's gun. This can't be bad, right?
Glad, Sagan. Ow! Son of a bitch!
Sucks. And look, okay, this won't make much sense, but let's use the gun on the shackles.
Oh! This is a rescue!
That's the idea. Doc!
Run!
Hit the throttle.
Doc, the throttle.
Why? Oh!
And of course, it wouldn't be a canon thing if manure wasn't involved. Oh, hey, look at that. We found our car.
Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Well, nothing now.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I seem to be
No, but I think we've got some bigger
disappearing.
problems right now.
Great Scott!
To be continued. In episode 2. You know, I didn't expect this game to be 2 hours long, but I guess I know how to go through the damn game. I just couldn't help myself, I guess.
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of
That's
chaos
not the
and
that's not the
corruption.
point I was trying to
Nothing is
make.
over until Kid
The
Pan
past
says
Telltale
it's
games
over.
that I've covered on this game, which was Tales from the Borderlands and The Wolf Among Us, actually took me at least 10 sessions to complete. At least less than 10 sessions to complete on this stream. And on the stream Back to the Future, it only took me 2 hours to complete the first episode. I imagine this project isn't going to be very long. It's all good, though. It's all good. But yeah, that was the first episode of Back to the Future. And we will be stepping into episode 2 of Back to the Future on Monday, actually. Tomorrow will be game night, and I haven't really figured out what we're doing for game night as of yet. But I do know that game night will be at 12 a.m. tomorrow. So if you're interested in tuning in and playing a few games with me and a few other people, feel free to tune on in. Anyway, that was Back to the Future, the game so far. My hair's messed up. I should really get that fixed up. I blame work for that. Anyway, that was Back to the Future, the game, episode 1. We will be stepping into episode 2 on Monday. Tomorrow will be game night, so if you want to play a few games with us, feel free to join in. I also have a Discord, so if you happen to join my Discord, you can join in on some fun for game night on open mic night on game nights exclusively on Sunday. I also support streamers both big and small, so if you happen to be a streamer, you can join in a Discord and share your streams whenever you go live underneath the hashtag stream promotions tab. I also hold announcements, daily questions of the days, as well as keeping you guys up to date on what's going on with my streams and what have you. If you happen to be a subscriber, you're going to copy this raid message. If you are a non-subscriber, you're going to copy this raid message. We're going to see who we are raiding tonight. Let's see. Ooh. I know who we could raid. I'm pretty sure they will definitely appreciate it. But let's go on ahead and push the love over to Ghostly Koi, who happens to be part of another team that I am in, known as Imagine Society. So we're going to go on ahead and raid Ghostly Koi, and tomorrow I will definitely see you guys on game night. I still don't know what I'm planning on doing for game night, but feel free to tune on in and play some games with us. It'll be a 2-hour stream, so I hope to see you guys then. And yeah, I will return to Back to the Future the game on Monday night. So I will see you then. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in and watching Back to the Future the game so far. I'm the Blue Hedgehog 2010, as always. Happy gaming.